How's it hanging YouTube? It's Peter here, your Ginger Geordie Geek. Welcome back. So, today we're doing something a little bit different. Today I've been to a local, well not really local, a comic shop in the northeast, which I've not been to before. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about the shop and then throw up some images of some of the fantastic books I've picked up. Hi everybody. Before we get into the main video, I just want to tell you a little bit about our monthly comic book giveaway. So each month I'm going to be sending one viewer 20 of these comic books. What's going to happen is each month I'll look back at the previous month's videos, select one at random and select one comment from a subscriber at random and send them 20 books. We're going to do this every month. All you have to do is make sure you subscribe, like and comment on the videos that come up as the month goes on. Thanks everybody. Now if you're like me, eBay is all well and good and the online forums are fantastic. Facebook is great for getting books for your collection, but I'm a bit nostalgic. I like a proper bricks and mortar comic shop and a proper comic shop. I use that term a lot. Not a shop that just purely sells the modern issues. I love nothing more than finding somewhere that's got some old long boxes that you can sit and you can kind of finger through and have a good look at all the different books that they've got and they've amassed over the years. And I was very lucky to have been kind of popped in the direction of this comic shop that I visited today from another YouTuber, JP Venom. So thank you very much, JP Venom, for the recommendation. In the northeast, we're a little bit limited to proper comic shops that have got lots of back issues, and I'm always on the hunt. And I noticed JP Venom had talked a little bit about a local shop in a place called Darlington. So I went down today. Fantastic shop in like I say, in Darlington. I'll stick the card up now so you can have a look at the address and see where it is. It's called the Darl Knight, and like I say, it's a proper comic shop. I'm going to put some photos up on screen for you to have a look at. They had hundreds and hundreds of long boxes. I mean, I was on a bit of a tight schedule and I'd only put an hour on the car park run meter, which I completely regretted. I will be definitely going back because I didn't give the shop justice. I ended up rushing the last probably 50% of the shop's inventory and very quickly going through them. So I will go back and have a proper look. Brilliant place. The owner and his wife were absolutely superb. Really nice couple, very friendly, very welcoming. Kind of shop where I think the owners have got a real passion and a real love for the hobby. Whilst I was there was a lot of locals coming in who they obviously knew very well. There was kids coming in to buy the first comic books, and they couldn't have been more helpful, the owners. They were really nice, and that's what I like. I mean, there's lots of comic shops, and I'll not name them, but some big kind of corporate comic shops that I visit in the surrounding area, and it's very business focused. Not a lot of personality there. This is the complete opposite. I'm gushing because I loved it. I thought it was great. Real gem to find. But more importantly, the books they had were absolutely incredible. They had a mix of new stuff that they had on display, current issues, all that kind of stuff, which, as you know, is not particularly my interest area. But the thousands and thousands of back issues really floated my boat. As you know, I collect key books, first appearances, all that kind of stuff, and it was like, it was a gold mine. Sifting through the books and just seeing all of these key books just there for decent prices, really good prices. And like I say, the prices I think I picked some of these books up for is not to be sniffed at. Some of them were very cheap, very reasonable. And again, unlike eBay, unlike Facebook, you can actually physically look at the comic. You can have a good look at what you're buying, you know. I loved it. I loved it. Okie dokie. So I'm going to quickly run through some of the books I got, tell you a little bit about them. I'll take a photo and I'll put them on screen so you can see them in a bit more detail. I've left the price stickers on so you can see what I've paid for them. Feel free to comment below if you think I've paid too much or too little. There's a couple I think I've paid far too little for, if I'm being honest. Perhaps not now, but I've picked them up because the keys, and I know, or I think, they're going to take off in the future. So we'll start with some of the more modern stuff that I've picked up purely for spec. because I've heard about them. I've heard a little bit about them. So this is We Only Find Them When They're Dead, issue 1. Interesting cover, that, quite like it. £3.20. Like I say, don't know much about it, but I've heard a lot of the other YouTubers talking about these books, and I thought, well, actually, I've got We Live, I've got some of the other kinds of spec books at the moment. I'll pick up this, and actually, they had 2 copies, so I picked up both copies. And that was the interesting thing. You can tell it's a proper comic book shop, because some of the books I've picked up multiple copies, and the owners did keep saying to us, "You do realise, don't you picked up 2 issues?" It's like, yeah, I know. Lovely couple. So yeah, so that's We Only Find Them When They're Dead, number 1. Nice looking book. So again, not a book I'd normally pick up, but I'm sick to the back teeth of seeing this book all over Twitter, all over Facebook, Instagram, the rest of it, and I didn't have a copy, so I saw this and thought, wow, it's reasonable, I might as well get a copy just to join the club. Do you know what I mean? I don't like to miss out. So that is the Webhead, I think it's called, variant, Webhead issue, sorry. Last Remains. It is a really nice book, actually. I really like it. £9. I don't think that's bad. I'm not sure what it's going for at the moment, but I think it's a pretty nice book. It is one of those books, a bit like one of the McFarlane Batman books I talked about a little while ago, which is a stunning cover, and I absolutely love it. But there's an error in it, and then when it's pointed out to you, you cannot help but be drawn to it. So if you don't know what the error is, look away. But it's this bit here where the P is. They seem to have missed some of the inking on it. The P doesn't finish. Not sure why. Anyway, lovely cover. I really like it, actually. I may get that one graded. Quite like that. And I had the second print next to it for £3.40, and I actually preferred that. I think the red looks stunning, so I picked that up as well. They had another version which was blue, I think, and by that point I thought, you're getting a bit silly now, I can't be arsed with that, so I just went for the red. I really like the red. The blue version was about the same price as well. Heard a lot about this and never got a chance to get a copy. Robert Kirkman book, Firepower, issue number 1, and it comes with the free comic book issue as well. I've heard a lot about this. It's meant to be a really good read. Again, £5, not bad at all, so pick that one up. I've got 2 copies of this already. Not this cover. I've got as you know, I've got the Donald Trump cover, and I saw this and thought, that looks mint. I like that. So, and this is probably a reader. I'll probably give this one a read. I'm saying it's a reader. The condition of the book is stunning. It's a really nice copy, but I'll preserve my Donald Trump ones and maybe give this a read at some point. Really like that as well. It's supposed to be an excellent book. I'll probably will give that a read at some point. Pure Spec. Had this years ago. Good old Secret Invasion. £3.50. You know what I mean? Cover price pretty much. We know Disney Plus has got a Secret Invasion series coming out, so bit of a spec may go up in value. I thought for £3.50, I can't miss that, can I really? Now, I think these were, I don't know, I'll have to check eBay. I don't know if these are undervalued or not at the moment. I've been watching these on eBay for a while, and I thought I'm going to pick one of these up on eBay, and it was a little bit pricey. So this is the first appearance of Spectrum, Monica from WandaVision. £3 a copy. 3 copies. I had to get them. I mean, I'm never going to lose money on that, am I? And it's a lovely looking book. All 3 copies are really nice. I'll probably send them to get them graded at some point. Even if, you know, Monica doesn't hit the stars in the Marvel Universe, 3 lovely books. I'm not going to argue with that. So yeah, that's 3 copies of Mighty Avengers number 1, first Spectrum. Spectrum being one of Monica's, I mean, she's had about 15 different names, I think, hasn't she? Love this one. Again, I feel a bit guilty because I think this is undervalued. Infinite Crisis number 5. You'll know why I've picked this up. It's on the front cover. First appearance of the new Blue Beetle. I think they've announced a TV series or a movie starring him. £3. I mean, yeah. Have I stolen from them? I feel like I've kind of fleeced them a little bit. I mean, that's a stunning book. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Don't know what you're going to think of this. Youngblood number 2. So it's reversed covers, as you know. One of them was for £1, one of them was for £2, because again, what I love to see in this shop, he prices based on condition, I think, because there were lots of copies of similar books all at different prices. So I think that's fab. You know what you're getting, really. Why have I picked up Youngblood? I don't really know. No, I do. I've picked up Youngblood because there's been rumours, hasn't there, of a Prophet TV series in development. I don't know if it's true or not. And I may also send one of these to the Rob Liefeld signing event that Hobgoblin Hideaway is doing. I don't know. I might not. I've got loads of copies of this, but I can never pass it up because I love it. It's one of my favourite books from when I was reading comics, and that's New Warriors number 1. Decent copy. Can't see any really major issues standing out with it. It's just a lovely book, isn't it? That's my childhood collecting nostalgia straight away there. Not the first appearances, because we know that they were in Thor books, but it is the first issue. I would love to see a New Warriors series. I think that would be tremendous. But yeah, £3.50 again. Not going to grumble at that. Speaking of New Warriors, we've got Thor 411, tenner for that, and it's an absolutely stunning copy. Absolutely stunning. Not a spine tick on it that my old eyes can see. And as you know, first appearance, cameo appearance, would you say, of the New Warriors on the last page. Lovely book. And if you haven't read, I know I've gone on about this before, if you haven't read these couple of issues, Thor versus the Juggernaut, they're brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And get them in trade paperback. Another good first appearance, which I quite like, £9.50. Another lovely copy, Spider-Man Annual. First appearance of Speedball. I think it's Cat. I'm not sure if it's the first appearance of the Cat as well. Again, a great looking copy. And that's the thing about these books when I've been going around and having a look at them in the long boxes there. All of them are in really good nick. I'm not sure if these were from his private collection or if he's bought them in. His wife did say that it was always kind of his dream to open a comic shop, so there might be personal collection. I don't know. If there are personal collection, he's looked after his books. He really has, because this is a lovely, really nice copy. I don't know if they'll ever do anything with Speedball, but I like the character. So yeah, another nice one for my collection. Love it. This is probably my favourite pickup of the visit, and it's a £1.50 book, and you're probably going to look at us and think, what an absolute dickhead that lad is. But I love it, again, because it's my childhood. I remember reading this and buying it when I was younger, and they did I can't remember what the series was on Disney Plus. Was it Marvel 361 or something? I can't remember. They did a joke episode of this documentary series where they were going to develop this into a cartoon. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Brute Force number 1. You've got a kangaroo on some kind of driving moped. You've got a bear in a tank, a dolphin in it. It's just tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. And of course, for those of you that are proper geeks, you'll know that these guys made an appearance and were linked strongly to a very famous Marvel mutant. If you know what I'm talking about, stick a comment below if you know what I'm on about, because I think it was a really interesting link to suddenly make for a team that's been out of the picture for years and years. I don't think they were ever in anything other than this limited series, so it was lovely to see them kind of get a bit of a nod in something a little while ago. There you go, have a bit of a look into that and see if you can tell us what I'm talking about. Lovely copy again. Brute Force, mint. Okay, probably the most expensive book I picked up when we're there, but still I think good value. Spider-Man, first appearance of Cloak and Dagger. Paid 60 quid for it, and I think that's probably around about the going rate for this particular book. But what I would say is this is again an absolutely stunning copy. I mean, you can see that, like I say, I put bigger pictures up, but it's I can't grade for toffee, so I'm not going to try, but I would be surprised if this didn't come back a very high grade, because it's a stunner. It really is. Obviously these guys had a TV series a little while ago on, is it Hulu or something like that, and I don't think that really took off. Lovely characters. Again, I'd be surprised if they didn't hit the Marvel screen at some point. Yeah, really interesting. Great looking book. 60 quid. When I say 60 quid, I guess what I should also add is that after I'd had all my books totaled up, the owner, just completely unbeknownst to me and a little bit randomly, I hadn't asked for it and it wasn't advertised anywhere, basically said, actually, I'll knock you a discount on your back issues. So I didn't pay cover price for any of these. I think he ended up knocking like 30 quid off my final bill, which was totally unexpected, and I have to say, fantastic. Again, just another one of those things where you think, wow, this is why I look for these kind of shops. So really nice gesture. Little bit of a funny one, that really. American Dream, first appearance of her in the ANX books. Doubt that's very much going to come to anything. I just like the character, and I liked the fact that I know there's a Marvel What If cartoon series and it's going to have the Peggy Carter version of Captain America. That might raise the value of this, don't know. Like the book. Okie dokie. X-Men. I don't have many X-Men keys in my collection. Just never really picked them up. And then when I went to this shop, he just had tons of them. Not massive keys. Well, it depends what you think, but not massive keys. But some nice little books that I've been thinking of getting for a while. So, start off with this one, 20 quid. Uncanny X-Men 244. First appearance of Jubilee. Not a character that's had much in the last few years, I don't think, but was massive back in the day when I was reading X-Men comics. Perhaps spurred on because of the X-Men cartoon, because she was quite prominent in that. Who knows where this is going to go. X-Men books at the moment are exploding, as you know, because of them coming into the MCU. So any X-Men key, I think, is only going to go up in value. So I've not got a copy of this. Spotted this, 20 quid. I thought, wow. And like I say, I haven't actually ended up paying 20 quid. I think that's a steal. And again, I sound like a broken record. Stunning copy. Absolutely lovely copy. So very pleased with that one. Love this character. Again, from when I was reading books in the heyday. One of my favourite X-Men. First appearance of Archangel. Is it Archangel or Archangel? I always say Archangel. X Factor 24. 9 quid. Again, really nice, clean looking copy. Nice book, that. Really nice book. I always found that character really interesting. I didn't care a jot about Angel, but then when he became Archangel, I just think he's superb. And some of the stuff they did with him later on in the X-Force books was tremendous. Lovely, lovely book. We've then got Uncanny X-Men 282. Cameo. How can you class it as a cameo if he's actually on the cover? Anyway, cameo of Bishop, 2 quid. Fab. Then we've got 283. First formal Bishop, I think. Again, I paid 7 quid for that one. A little bit more expensive, but again, lovely, lovely copy. First Bishop. All new X-Men annual, number 10. First appearance of Longshot. Lovely book. 9 quid. I've got copies of these already, but the copies I got weren't the best, so very pleased to pick these up. Astonishing X-Men number 3, £2.50. That is the first appearance of Abigail Brand, who we know is going to be potentially, I'm saying we know, do we know? I think is going to be in future Disney Plus series as Sword. So yeah, nice copy of that. Astonishing X-Men number 6, 2 copies. First appearance of Sword. Got £2.50 and £2.50. Absolutely beautiful copies, flawless spines. Really pleased with them because I was a little disappointed with some of the other ones of these I've had recently. So these make up for it. These are lovely books. And then finally, we've got X-Men 205, Messiah Complex, £2.50. First appearance of Hope Summers. Again, another character who potentially has got legs and will hopefully be seen in the MCU. So that's my haul. Video's turned out longer than I expected, but I've got some great stuff, so I felt I needed to show you it all. Please go, and if you're in the northeast, go and visit the Darl Knight in Darlington. Absolutely lovely couple that run that shop. Brilliant comic book shop. Okie dokie, thanks very much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. Don't forget, make a comment below to be entered into this month's comic book giveaway. Thanks very much, everybody. Take care now. Bye bye.